Hi, everybody. This is Mike. Today, we have one of our customers from India, Kapil from ETG with us. He's traveling through the state. He is looking at the crop, meeting with people, trying to get a feel. You know, we've had Eli on from Minerva. We've had our friends from Zentis on. So this is the time of year people are traveling through the valley. So Kapil, thank you very much for making the trip all the way from Ahmedabad, Northwest India, to come out and see us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, no problem. So maybe you could first start off with explaining, who ETG is and kind of, what you guys do.
Oh, okay. So ETG is a multinational company. We are based in Dubai, but we have business interest in Canada, Africa, Europe, China, India, Australia, and many other places. And the company interests are in nuts category like cashews and most of the agri commodities. Apart from the agri commodities, we do a lot of fertilizer, logistics business, and some other businesses like FMCG business in Africa.
And you were saying like hotels and things like that in Africa as well.
Yes. So the group span in those areas also.
Okay. And your role is what at ETG?
So when I joined ETG, we are trying to increase our footprint in nuts. ETG is in cashews for many years, like 20-30 years, and now we decided to focus on the healthy snacking, and nuts is our choice. So we start expanding from cashews to almonds, walnuts. We are doing pecans from South Africa. We are doing macadamias from Australia. So the basic idea is that we want to grow big in healthy snacking, and nuts is a part of it.
And so you have started a facility in India. So you're buying almonds from California as in shell, and you're cracking them out. What are you doing with them?
Yeah, exactly that. We buy almonds from Australia and from USA, majorly from USA. It comes in the in-shell form because of the duty structure in India. Then we have a state-of-art facility where we crack these almonds, and we make it very hygienic and very clean way. And then we supply it to consumers, which include the big retailers and the general trade market.
I think, for historically, people would think of India as, okay, we ship in-shell in there. There's people sitting on the floor cracking out all of the kernels. I mean, is that what we're still dealing with, or has it been more mechanization in your process? How does that look?
That was 10 to 12 years ago. Now, the processing in India is changing. The wages are rising, and the sensitivity towards the hygiene and the quality of food is also increasing. So more and more mechanized factories are coming. Like 10 years back, there was zero mechanized factory. 5 years back, the 5 people were having mechanized factory. Today, they are 15. So what I believe that those old form of hand cracking, it is going out of fashion very fast. And you will see bigger plants coming in Mumbai, in Ahmedabad, and in Delhi, and in some other towns. And we are seeing that these big plants are going to service the consumers.
And that consumer is really changing, right? I mean, it's
definitely
explain that to us.
It's a very good point you have raised. Look, like 20 years back, the almond was a luxury nut in India, and almonds is consumed traditionally in the northern part of the country because northern part is having a decent cold. And lot of almonds come from the Afghanistan, and also they are traditionally aware about almonds. But last 10 years, 5 years, the entire India has started consuming almonds. The South India has started consuming almonds. West India has started consuming almonds. East India is still behind, but in next 4-5 years, they will consume.
Yeah.
East India is the biggest population center, mind it. The second thing is in the economic strata. Earlier, the rich people were consuming throughout the year, and the middle class is consuming during the festive season. You must have heard a lot of stories that India festive season, but
Diwali,
India festive
wedding
season is strong, but off season is not so weak now. I have seen middle class, I have seen lower middle class, I have seen lower income groups are eating almonds. Sometimes when people are not able to afford it for themselves, they buy it for their kids. Because almonds has a very strong association in Indian consumer minds with as a healthy nut. It improves your mind, it improves your health.
Immunity nut we also saw during COVID. It was branded as help boost your immune system by almonds.
Yes, so in COVID times, there was a big jump in consumption of almonds, and there was two reasons. Look, the nuts are healthy, and almonds is also healthy. This is one reason. Second reason is that people were not going out and they want to invest in the things which improve their health, and nuts is definitely.
Yeah.
So although a lot of people know that almond is not directly related to immunity, but then they know that it's a healthy nut, and if you eat it, overall your immunity will improve. And that things have changed.
Advanced.
Snacking has changed. Like people were eating fried foods a lot, but when COVID came, they thought, let me switch some part of the fried food with almonds and with cashews, like these nuts.
And talk to me just really quick about retail in India, right? So there's people talk about modern retail. Explain to me what you guys perceive as modern retail, and are almonds still being sold in the bazaars and things like that?
Yes.
How's that working?
So like 5 years back, modern retail, which include the brick and mortar and e-commerce guys, they were 10% of the total market of almonds, and probably 5% of total groceries. In particularly in almond, they were 10% of the share. This year, when we are conducting a study, we are finding that their share in almonds have increased to 19%. COVID has hastened that change, and lot of buying behavior of the consumer is changing, plus the number of stores are increasing. So from 10%, they have become 19%, and in coming years, they will be easily 30%. But even after that, the bazaars, the journal trade, the mom and pop stores, they will remain very, very important.
Okay. And maybe we can go back to, or bring it maybe now more current. So here we are. This is basically the end of April. We're all looking at shipments, end of inventory, what's going on in the market. India is 17% down for the year. Coming off of the 2020 crop where India hit or became the largest exporting destination for our almonds. I mean, what, and I think people everywhere would say, wow, almonds are a value today. Why are shipments in India still down?
Look, if we compare with last year was an outlier year. That's why the shipment is down. But I will like to draw your attention on a sustainable growth when we compare to last year. Last year till March, we imported 190 million. Now we have imported.
You're talking about 2019 crop.
2019 crop.
Okay.
We have to compare with it.
Yeah.
Because if I compare with that crop, in 2-year basis, we are seeing a 20% growth rate year on year.
So we're growing 20% so far compared to 2019. Is
Yes.
What you're saying. Okay.
Last year, the prices were very attractive. The traders, the importers, the pipeline has consumed lot of cargo and kept with themselves. Shipping line was also supplying at a decent pace.
Right.
This year, shipping line is an issue. The price is going up and down, so trade is also not having so much of confidence. But if you see from the end consumer perspective, the consumption has not dropped last year versus this year. After COVID, India is at a different orbit, and that will sustain. You mark my word, and I have absolutely no doubt in saying that India will remain the second largest market, and in next 10 years, it could become the largest market of almonds. We were 50 grams per head per year few years back. Now we are at 75 grams per person per year.
So are you saying that you think India will be bigger than the U.S. domestic market, or are you saying that you will just maintain your lead as the largest export market?
We will remain largest export market without any doubt. There is no doubt about it. And what my guess is that in next 7 years, the import to India will be double.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about 15 years time. The growth rate which we are seeing in income and in consumption patterns, India can be equal to the US consumption volumes because India population is very high.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. I mean, that's what we all are sitting here again, present day, looking at our shipments year to date, kind of looking at the next crop on the tree and saying, okay, where's the demand going to come from, right? How are we going to start to move these crops? And India has been, and like you're saying, will continue to be there in the future as your demographics continue to grow and people's income continues to improve.
Yes, there's no doubt about it.
Okay.
I think it is going to happen.
And so, do you have anything else you want to add?
Uh, I think I think we have covered most of it. If I can say something about the next 6 to 8 months and the start of the new crop, I think this year the Diwali is early, and probably we have to celebrate Diwali from the current year crop. So I think the demand from here till Diwali should remain good. The major concern among the Indian buyers and importers is that the shipping line. If the ships are not coming in time, then situation can be little tricky in India. So I think people are thinking that they should have some cargo in hand, some pipeline like 15 days, 20 days stock or 1 month stock, so that they will not caught short in executing our own contracts. Like I have contracts with my buyers, and I have to keep cargo in hand, because in case shipping line is delaying, I cannot delay
Which they
servicing.
are. I mean, shipping has been a problem for us throughout the entire crop year. And so you're saying, look, there's a time period here where I need to get the goods in and processed. Therefore, I'm probably going to have to be buying it earlier
Yes.
and holding it longer to be
Yes.
able to meet the needs that I have.
Yeah,
Okay.
when shipment fluctuations are there, buffers has to be bigger.
Yeah.
So that's a simple logic we need to follow.
Okay. Cool. Well, Kapil, we really appreciate you coming down, coming meeting with us, and thank you very much for your business. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us,
Yeah.
and have a good year ahead.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.